Hi artisans, how are you doing? Of course it's Imala Wednesday and I have got an absolute corker demo to share with you. But, you know what? I do smell a new pepper on the horizon. But this chapter is slightly different because it's not just a chapter. It is my very own personal seething journal, if you like, or, well, I mean, I've shown you the papers, the nautical papers, I'll show you again, and of course, they're called quintessential, and these are absolutely stunning. Now, the next chapter will be coming, Hiya, how are you, Maxine? I hope you're really well. So Monday the 16th, I will be giving you your full lowdown on all the products on Sunday on a special Facebook Live at 9 o'clock on Sunday. But, do you like papers? These are exquisite. So this is the A4, I'm doing an A4 and 12 by 12. And these are the ones that I've been showing. So just a little something to tell you what's coming. How fabulous are they? I love them. So, do you want to see a couple of things I'm using it? That's it. Right, I've only got a couple of projects that I've made so far because I've got so much to do of it. Wasn't it? Oh yeah. I'd set an alarm to do this but I forgot. I am going to incorporate the papers in my demo today as well. So, but I'm going to be using the darling, of course. But let me show you the beautiful nautical papers that Imala will give you on Monday the 16th. That's just a little card I made earlier. Now these are embossed seashells that are very simply made in foliage. So there's one. Another one is with, I can't remember what it's called, it's Captain Blue. Oh no, the poets. You can't hear me very well, there's a hissing sound. Oh, you should hear it. You might be hearing. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Sorry about the sound. I don't know why that's gone funny. So this is and look, you can't hear me either, it's so noisy. Is that better? Can you hear me better now? Or is that still too noisy? Is your mic plugged in? The sound isn't great. It was, yeah. I'm the same. It sounds like rain. No, hold on a minute, friends. Let's try this. Right. Sounds like the wind. How bizarre. I don't know what that is. I've got my... Oh, is that better? Is that better? Oh, that's better. There we go. That's better. The sound is on. Yay. Shall we start again? Should we just start again? So, the poet. How lush is that? Great for us readers and masculine cards. Then, of course, I'm going to highlight one of the stamps that is on fixed. Yay! So I'm going to highlight one of the stamps now. It's called Seaside. So exciting. Right, okay. So, and I'm actually going to be demoing this on Monday. There we go. But of course you will all get your sneaky peek on Sunday at 1 o'clock because the show will be at, I think it's 12:45. 12:45, yeah. 12:45 on Monday the 16th, okay? Seaside is lush, isn't it? And that is a full A5 panel stamp. It's not individuals as well. So yummy. And the poet comes with so much more as well. You don't just get this, you also get a handwriting. There's loads of lovely things, but I'll show you near the time. Right, anyway friends, I'm so glad I've got the sound sorted. Let's get on with what we're going to do today. Now I am using a little bit of an element on this project. I'm using them beautiful papers, and I've simply just cut it into 3 panels, and I'm also going to put a base on there again from them papers. Lush. And then I'll show you in a minute. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of stamping. So I'm going to turn you around. There's another new stamp launch. Yes, 16th of November, 12:45. So that's this Monday coming, friends, will be the next chapter. I know, and this is a complete chapter. So rather than just being you buy like individual stamps or you buy all of them, you can actually have the choice to buy the whole set of 6 stamps that we're launching. We're also launching 2 different types of paper pads, one 12 by 12, one A4, and 3 stencils. All Imala. It's so exciting. The papers are lush. Anyway, don't get me excited, you lot. Honestly, I've got stuff to do. I've got stamping. So I'm going to turn you around now. Roll on Monday. Oh, I know. Do fetch a dog stamp out. You may have to wait. I know, I'm so naughty, aren't I? Right, let's turn you around, my friends, so you can see exactly what... Oh dear, I don't know what's going on with this today. Some days it works really well. Some days it just don't want to, does it? Anyway, that'll do. You can see me. So I'm going to be using... Oh, darling. Oh, she is a darling as well, isn't she? Absolutely beautiful. So I'm taking her off the carrier sheet. But I don't want the whole of her, so I'm literally just squishing her on that piece of card that I'm using there. I'm going to pick her up very, very simply. Oh, table. Pick her up very simply. Then I'm going to use my VersaFine to create that beautiful black outline. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink, making sure I've got really quite a bit on that bodice area. And there we go, a little bit of fingertip dancing. La da da. Oh, you know, I've had a song in my head all day today. Here we go, nearly done. Let's check her out. Oh, isn't she lush? Shall we paint her? I think we should. I'm going to be using my Himi Moist Water Palette. Let me just see if I can move you a bit more up. There we go, you can see a bit better then. And of course I've got my delicious Himi brushes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, first things first, I'm just going to add a bit of a skin tone in. So I'm going to add a little bit of that ochre, mix together a bit of water in the pink. Now I'm literally just getting colour on first of all. Try not to worry too much about your shading first of all, because you can build it up in layers. So I'm just simply adding my base skin colour on. So over the top, and see how it's almost like, rather than just doing little brush strokes, I'm almost scribbling with it. It just gets your colour on a bit quicker. So I'm going back in that pink now, and I'm just going to bring and accentuate that colour down. A little bit more over there. There we go. Now I'm going to go back in that ochre. Try not to dip it in the orange then. And I'm just going to start adding just a little bit of shading. And you can see how easy it is because the stamp pretty much shows you how to do it. So now I'm just going to go back into that ochre, add a tiny tad of pink, but it's still quite dark. And we're just going to add a little bit of shading. So of course, around the eye sockets. Down the nose, under the lips. the chin. Back in my water now, into just the pink, and we are just going to blend over. Now this is quite a wet brush, but that will just blend all those colours out. Seamless. Going to come down here, just add a bit more colour, bit of water, just blend that colour out. There we go. So she needs, I'm going to go in the cerise pink, but I'm also going to pick up a little tad of that light pink, and then I'm just going to sort of dust it almost on her cheekbones. Wet my brush, go straight back in and blend it through. See that? You can also add a little bit more shading around there. Again, wet brush, blend it through. Beautiful. So now I'm going to make a lovely teal to go with my papers. So I'm going to go straight in here. I've got a little bit of green in there already, and I'm just adding some blue. I'll add a tad more green. Now a tiny bit of dark blue. There we go. Now I'm just gonna put like a wrap around her shoulders. So I'm just bringing that colour. Now it's quite dry, I'm going on quite dry, and you're just following that shoulder line to bring that colour round. Just rotate, otherwise end up leaning on my work. So from this place, you're just gonna see how I'm just making the brush do all the work. You pop it on the lines, then you just blend out. So you put more colour on there. Then we use the water to blend away. But I don't have to worry too much about the detail on this, because I'm actually going to do some inking over the top as well. So it doesn't have to be 100% masterpiece. Nope. I'm just going to go in that skin pink, and then I'm just going to wibble some colour. Now wibble, basically what wibble means is, let me get a bit of paper and I'll show you. Oh, here we go. So you're doing this. You're wibbling. So it goes up, touches, some it doesn't, some it does. I can't remember what its proper name is. Obviously that's my name for it. But what this does is it just, some bits you touch, some bits you don't. So it just makes it easier to blend and to put deeper colours on top of very light colours. I'm just going to add a little bit more. There we go. Looking good, girl. Oh, I dropped my fan brush. Hold on. So now I'm going to start on her hair. So I'm going to go in my mid yellow. And as you can see, I'm putting it on in patches, because then it just looks more natural, I think. Because then you can do your blend over the top. I'm going on to dry paper as well that I stamped. This isn't wet, and that just keeps your colours nice and vibrant. Now I'm going into my lightest yellow. And then I'm just going to fill in them areas. Just build it up. So just them, that lighter, just to give the illusion of hair. There we go. Perfect. Right, she needs some lipstick. So when you're putting lipstick on any painting, always make sure you've got a really dry brush, and also you rotate the brush so you don't get drips, because this is the one area you don't want it to bleed. And see how I'm using the very tip of the brush. I'm not pushing down, just using that very tip, just to get that colour. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to go back into my green now, but I'm going to add it here, and then I'm going to add it into a little bit of that teal. Pick up a bit of white as well. Rotate your brush to make sure you don't over soak it. Just a little tad of colour just over her eyes. Right, I'm just going to dry this off quickly. And then I'm just going to come up here onto my craft mat now. Hopefully you can see where I am. And I'm going to be using two different blenders. My first blender is a stampsbyme blender. I love these. These are brilliant. So good for just inking, blending, beautiful. Now this is something very exciting, and it's not available anywhere yet. But this is going to be, hopefully, well, I know it is, one of my own Imala ranges. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a few colours. I'm going to go onto Stormy Sky, and I'm not taking it right up to the image, but just around. So she's still got that nice halo of colour that'll bring her to the foreground, but just enough to blend around like so. Now I'm going to be using a stencil. Now this stencil is one of the brand new ones from Imala that will be launched this Monday. It's very exciting. So now I'm going to go on to a little bit of peacock feather. Oh, it's my absolute favourite distress ink. I do like the speckled egg, but I don't know, there's just something about this colour. It's beautiful. So again, I'm just going around doing little bits, and it's just brilliant stencil. You really don't need a lot, and it just creates fabulous textures. Next one I'm going to be using is my net. But look, can you see, if I take this off, look at the net. It's got movement in it. Fabulous, isn't it? So because of that, it's a lot more easier to ink. Now I'm going to be using old paper, because one, it just looks beautiful, and you can cherry pick certain areas of it to very easily add to your project, which I love. I'm stenciling the two stencils over the top now. All the way round, a little tad there. There we go. Right, so to finish, I'm simply going to use my Stormy Skies straight from ink pad and just wipe it on the edges. There we go. Now we can start building up our card. So like I said already, I've got the 3 lines of the beautiful background paper from the nautical collection from Imala, which comes out on Monday. I'm using also another sheet of that beautiful paper as my mat. Now I'm just going to add some foam pads to the reverse. Always pick up, now this is a top tip, when you put adhesive on anything, rather than trying to pick it up and getting it stuck to you, just pick it up by the sticky. It just makes it so much quicker. So now I'm just adding her just there. Then I've got some beautiful embellishments. Check these out. This is from the paper collection. Again, I've just cut some gorgeous florals out. Look at these seashell stamps. How fabulous are these? These will be again in the Brilliant collection, launching Monday. So I'm just going to pop a bit of foam pad on that floral, pop that in there. Then of course we've got multiple different shells. Oh, you're going to love them. They're brilliant and they're not too tiny. I don't like it when you get sort of embellishment or accent stamps or background stamps, like, you know, you can use these for backgrounds if you wanted to create your own backgrounds. I don't like it when they're too tiny. They just become too fussy. There we go. We just pop that on there. I've got a few little clear gems just to tie it together. We'll have one on the flower there. I think one there and one there. There we go. How are you doing? Hiya! Are you alright? You love those papers. No, they're so cool, aren't they? So there we go. There is our project today. So we have used... So yes. The stamps are launching on Monday, but it's a brand new chapter. So basically this chapter is very different because instead of it just being stamps, what it is a collection of 6 stamps, A5, our usual Imala, obviously quality, but also we are, oh, this is so exciting, 3 different stencils that are Imala stencils and also backing papers, and the backing papers are A4 and 12 by 12, but I will be showing you every single thing on Sunday of your little sneaky peek before the show on Monday. But there we go. You can very easily adapt using these beautiful seashells, then wonderful papers, and of course, oh darling. Thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday and I look forward to seeing all your wonderful Imala projects. Thank you so much. And I will see you Sunday at 1 p.m. Take care. See you later. Bye.